144 of the country's top amateurs took to Titirangi Golf Club last week for the Cobra Puma New Zealand Amateur Championship, one of the oldest tournaments in the world. In the men's competition, the 36-hole final featured the youngest pairings in living memory. 17-year-old Sam Vincent from Riverside Club in the Waikato took on 16-year-old Daniel Hillier from Wellington's Manor Park Golf Sanctuary. In the morning round, the two young men could barely be separated in the outward nine, but coming home, Hillier proved he's got the goods. A birdie at 15 would give him a comfortable 3-up lead heading into the final 18. Picking up where he left off, Daniel continued to dominate the match with pinpoint approaches like this at the 8th. And when Sam missed a short putt on the 10th, he found himself 6 down with only 8 holes remaining. Just 2 holes later, though, Sam gave himself an opportunity to stage a comeback with this wonderful approach at Titirangi's 12th. But there was no respite from Hillier, who even when he found trouble, pulled off shots reminiscent of Jordan Spieth's performance at last week's Masters. Feeling the pressure, Vincent found tree trouble at the 13th, leaving him a near impossible chip from the trees to keep the match alive. Despite only needing a 2-putt for the win, Daniel kept on the offensive, draining his birdie putt to secure his first national title at the tender age of 16. A 6-5 victory in New Zealand's biggest amateur tournament. Daniel Hillier certainly proved he has a bright future in golf.
That gives me a lot of confidence, obviously, and makes me think that this could be a living. You know, I realised that a few years ago, but now that I've actually got my name on one of these big trophies, it's really reassured that I'm on the right track and could do something with it later on in my life.
Over on the women's side of the competition, the 2013 amateur champion Julianne Alvarez was taking on 16-year-old Elena Campbell from Omanu Golf Club. The first 30 holes of the final were an extremely close-fought battle, with neither golfer getting more than a 3-hole advantage. But with the final stretch looming, Julianne began her attack, taking a 1-up lead into the last 4 holes. And she looked to put the nail in the coffin at Titirangi's 15th, with this clutch approach that set up another birdie and 2-up advantage. 2 pars at 16 meant Elena was dormy heading down the par 5 17th. But showing pressure is no issue. She produced one of the shots of the tournament, a 30-metre chip to set up a short birdie putt. And when Alvarez missed her birdie opportunity, all eyes were on the 16-year-old to see if she could make it to the 36th hole. With a 1-up lead, all Julianne had to do was hold off Elena down the last. But when she went from fairway bunker to greenside bunker with her second, the spectators prepared themselves for a playoff. But once again, Julianne proved why she's the country's premier amateur in the post-Co era, putting herself to within 8 feet of victory. Not giving up though, Elena had one last crack at forcing a playoff. But despite the nerves, Julianne wrote herself into the record books, securing the Cobra Puma New Zealand Amateur title for the 2nd time, to go along with the Stroke Play Championship earlier in the year.
I feel over the moon right now. I can't explain it, but I'm still shaking a little bit. I guess the next step for me is having success internationally, over in Australia and over in America.
The win made extra special for her and Daniel Hillier, who share the same coach in Kevin Smith, and are members of one very proud club.
I reckon the Manor Park Golf Club will be pretty stoked right now. We have the same coach, and it's just really cool. It's really special for Manor Park, special for Kevin, so yeah, no, it was fun.